All right, so YouTube decided to crash the other stream, so this is going to be my replacement stream for that. Unfortunately, that means the other stream is essentially lost, which really sucks because we made a lot of good progress and it was documentation of this project, but you know, technical problems are going to be technical problems. I can't I can't make it not crash, right? So YouTube, you really need to get your app fixed. It's really bad for live streaming. God, it really pisses me off when this happens, but it's out of my control, so I really shouldn't be too upset about it. Just to recap for future viewers and for documentation purposes, what we did today was we essentially made these two underlying panels right here, this and this, covered up some of the panel lines here, and then we made the centerpiece that covers this, right, covers over the seam down the middle, and we are really trying to model this piece right here, that's going to be made out of this. So we were just working on that in the last stream before we got rudely interrupted and the stream stopped, and I can't continue that other stream, so now I'm just going to make like a 10-minute one here because I really end these things at 7:30 ish. So from 5:30, if I do 2 hours, that's 7:30, and okay, so I guess I have 20 minutes in that case because I usually go to 130 minutes. That's 10 minutes over 2 hours. So I'll go until 7:40 and then I'll end the stream. So unfortunately, the other stream is lost. All of that learning is lost. But hopefully the people watching should already have gotten something out of it. It really sucks when this happens. Like I can't control it, and it makes me angry, and I am really just trying to contain my temper, but it is what it is. Hopefully, with a new webcam, which eventually I will have to acquire, and with a PC setup, we won't have this issue. But then again, YouTube is YouTube, so I might have to move things to Twitch, just to jump ship from YouTube, and maybe upload or download the recording from Twitch and then upload it here. But we'll have to deal with that later. But yeah, we really didn't progress too much. It was just a matter of details. Like all the details in that stream are just lost. What you have to know is really how to work the materials, and the devil is in the details, really, truly, for this hobby. And I can't really cover that in like 20 minutes because I still need to make this back piece. But essentially it was just struggling and a lot of finicking around to get this piece on. So for the most part, this looks pretty good, except this middle piece down here doesn't look too symmetric, right? But it is what it is. It's not gonna be perfect, so I'm not too worried about it. So it is just kind of a weird quirk of this design, I guess. So anyways, we're gonna continue off and try and get this. Really, I'm not disappointed because like the progress in real life is still here. It's not lost. Like I have to remake the plane. I'm really just disappointed for those who are not able to watch the stream real time and are watching it at a later time, and if they notice like, oh, there's only 20 minutes, wow, okay, it's that really sucks, because there are people all over the world, and I've seen people from Asia watch this too, and they can't access this stream because it's 5 a.m. Who's gonna be watching a stream at 5 a.m., right? So I just feel really sad for those people. It might be like one or two people, but it's still, if you're interested in this stuff, it hurts to not be able to engage with it, the normal content. But anyways, that aside, I mean, a lot of it was ranting too, so it's like you're not missing out on too much. This is kind of the progress that we made from last time. We paneled these two pieces and the top cover here. Just working on this part right here. Once we get that done, it should be quite close to completion, this top surface here. Honestly, I don't know, like, this is a lot of tape. That's why it's not easy to shift this, but I could just trim it, like cut underneath and release it. But I don't know if that's the right move. So that means I need to tape it down again, and it's only going to be marginally better. I think it's just, I don't know if it's worth it. But anyways, yeah, really disappointed in YouTube. Really bad. Just can't really control it though, so I'm gonna have to move to Twitch in the future. I think I might be able to do that. I have a Sony mirrorless, so I can link that up to my computer once it's available this weekend. Oh yeah, I'm getting a new PC, so that'll open up some new possibilities for this hobby. So in case you weren't in the original stream that was rudely interrupted, yeah, what was I gonna do? I was gonna mark the midpoint here. So 1 centimeter is 1 centimeter here, and 1 centimeter is right about here. I'm just gonna mark the center line here. Yeah, just to summarize what we can do with the computer, it's really with a Windows machine, not a Mac. I am staunchly Mac, but like for hobby purposes, I feel like Windows is probably better because you have more options for 3D modeling software. With that, we talked about how we could model kits, right? Like we could 3D print kits and go from there. With kits, there's potential commercial value there. So this is a stencil from last time that we created for this, so we can use that actually. So it's not all too terrible. I guess with a shorter stream, it's more efficient. I convey information faster, more efficiently. With a longer stream, the benefits are I get to go in depth, and you get to be annoyed by details, because it's all about the details. It's never been not about the details. So, anyways, just checking the chat. So YouTube, Twitch, wait, no, that's not the first chat. All right. First chat is, have you considered OBS? It can record and stream to multiple platforms simultaneously. Yeah, like that's the thing, right? You need a computer for that, and I don't. And I don't have a webcam either. The only camera that I can link up to a computer is my full frame photography camera, which I don't know like if that'll work, even how I'm gonna mount it overhead. Probably gonna still use my phone as a camera, but like plugged in through the computer or something that's more stable. That ways, I can stream to multiple places. So YouTube, Twitch, I think Facebook and Instagram as well, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that would be interesting, streaming to Instagram. But I don't think many people watch Instagram live stories, because they're really there to get like snippets of people's everyday lives. Use your words. And it's actually kind of interesting. I didn't end the other stream, so if you guys can like tell me what's going on with the other stream, is it just like in limbo or something? I haven't actually deleted that other stream yet, so I'm just curious to see what happens to that. Maybe it'll still be available. That happened to me like several weeks ago when I had a part 1 and part 2. So It does support. It does. OBS supports DSLR and mirrorless, so that's great. I can get a better camera and get better quality video, and stream that. The only question now is how do I do it from overhead, because it's a freaking like 3 pound camera, and I don't have a camera holder that's like that can handle that. So I'll have to figure something out. But I do have a tripod, so that might help. But still, Um, yeah. So I got distracted. So if you guys can tell me like what's happening to the other stream, can you still see it? It's just the loading spinner and a black screen. Yeah. I kind of figured because I tried loading it myself and it was not really working. Um, thanks, Ben. That's really helpful feedback. I don't know what's happening, right? Like I have to count on you guys for a little bit of help here. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like my phone overheating a little bit, but that really shouldn't be a problem for streaming. Yeah, speaking of which, I'm probably gonna get a new phone this year as well. So it's just, oh my god, so many expenses. Uh, eh, I wish this phone would like not break, because right now there's like a dark spot on the camera. Yeah, you probably can't see it because this mat is black, but um, there is a dark spot somewhere in the frame. And also the Face ID module for my phone doesn't work anymore. It's literally just like I have to enter my passcode every time to get in the phone, which is a little bit insane. It takes a lot of time, but it's doable. Go back to days before biometric authentication. You just type in your passcode. It's no big deal. Still pretty quick. 6-digit passcode, so not too bad. Probably gonna upgrade to the 12 Pro Max when it comes out. And the only reason going for the Max is apparently Verizon has like monthly payments that are exactly the same for both the regular Pro and the Pro Max model. And the Pro Max is like $100 more, and you can up your storage and configuration from there. But it's gonna be quite an upgrade for the camera, because it's been like three years since I've gotten my 10, and the sensor on the new phone is gonna be huge, and the stabilization is switched to sensor shift instead of optical lens shift stabilization. Or yeah. So what that does is it's a sensor, so it's essentially a lot lighter, and they can account for higher frequencies of vibration, and that's really gonna increase the quality of the photos. And so I'm pre-bending this piece so it'll fit better, but I'm just still working on that, just slowly but surely, just molding this piece. But I'm pretty excited for that phone upgrade. I'm probably gonna get it as a gift or something. I give a lot and I get a lot, so our family likes to do that, and it's an easy choice for them. It's always, oh, Ben, yeah, he's an Apple guy, except when it comes to computers. Then I might be a PC guy, because it's a little bit more versatile for these hobbies and things. I really like Mac OS. It's really clean, but it's just there's not a lot of 3D software programs on there. So anyways, thanks for watching. I got like 10 minutes left, so I'm just gonna try and do that. So reading some comments. iPhone 12 Pro Max is $13.99. That's cheaper by $50 than the 11 Pro Max. $13.99 for 512 gigabyte version. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with the 512. Like, I can supplement the cost. I just don't want to like worry about storage, because especially with that new Dolby Vision HDR video capability, that's gonna be huge. Like, that's quite an upgrade from my current 10. you know, it's I'm not sure it'll be noticeable, but like I'm sure the quality will be there for the future. Um, and then again, you're talking about a phone camera, so it's like, you know, is it really gonna be that great? I don't know. You know, compared to a mirrorless, right? Because I've shot a little bit of footage for this channel on my A7R4, which I mainly use for photography, and the background blur looks amazing, but it's just I don't have like a computer to sort the footage and to edit it. So I'm just waiting a little bit. So that computer is going to be huge for, you know, this hobby, for this channel really. Um, it's going to be a huge capability increase. Right now my laptop, my main like computing computer, not my mobile computer, phone, my main computer is still a Mac, and that's quite a bit, like it's very old. It's from like 2020, mid 2014. That's like 6 years ago, and it, you know, it has like integrated graphics and things like that, which makes it a little bit not ideal for my heavy use cases of what like the software isn't even available. That's the problem, right? Like you can't even install NX on uh, on a Mac. I'm just saying like those people at Apple, they use NX, right? They use NX for product definition, and NX doesn't exist on Mac, so they must be using Windows to make their own Mac products, which is kind of hilarious if you think about it. Um, yeah. Just reading the comments here. My Note has 512 gigabytes of storage plus a 1 terabyte SD card. Dang, dude, that's like 1.5 terabytes. I like storage space as well. That's amazing, dude. That's the one thing I like about Android is like expandable storage, and you can swap out SD cards at a moment's notice. That's really nice. But it's not enough for me to jump ship, right? Like I am pretty deeply entrenched in the Apple ecosystem, um, is what it's called basically. You know, Apple Watch, Apple, you know, everything basically. I don't mind. It's just they make great products, and I really enjoy using them. And you know, for other people, it might be Samsung. So you know, whatever floats your boat, right? Whatever you enjoy using, you know, definitely appreciate it, and you know, put money towards what you like, right? That's kind of how capitalism works. You just gotta, you know, buy the things that you like and you enjoy using. And you know, it's great because each company, both companies, they're making these new phones, and you know, it's like a competition, right? It's and competition always benefits uh, the customer. I'm cutting this at a weird angle because I have no other angle to cut this at. Um, it benefits the customer, right? It increases innovation, right? You got to differentiate your product. How do you do that? By spending more on R&D, making better features, making it better, more compelling experience. And you know, phones, they get better year after year, right? So I remember the first iPhone being announced in like 2009, or was it 2007? It might have been 2007. Yeah, that was like ages ago. I was like still a kid. I still remember like hearing about it on the news. It was like, you know, it was the first iPhone that was announced, and I was like outside after a piano lesson in Connecticut at the time. You know, just got out of the piano lesson, and he went to the car and turned on the radio, and they're talking about the new iPhone. I was like, what is an iPhone? Why is everybody so excited about this? Why is there so much news about it? Like at the time, you know, you're a kid, you have no use case for a phone like that. Um, you're not really the target audience, so it really doesn't matter in your world at the time. But it was a huge deal, right? That's the first iPhone, which really revolutionized the mobile computing industry. It used to be BlackBerry that was like the main, uh, I guess, player in that game. Then Apple was like, nope, here's the iPhone with an all touch screen display, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be, you know, an internet communicator device, an iPod, and store all your music. It can be a phone. It's like it's like a new age in technology. But I'm just nerding out over the history of tech a little bit, but that's me. You know, I care about technology. I care about innovation. I care about design and making great things. And so, you know, all my interests kind of line up. It's like I don't know. It's just me, I guess. That's a way to sum it up, I guess. So yeah, we're just really attaching this back to the project here. We're attaching this tail cover here, center line cover. So this will smooth out the ridges down the middle. And this is by no means finished. We're just slowly but surely getting there. This will give you a little taste of what happened in the previous stream, which sadly is lost because of issues. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not even disappointed at this point because not many people watch these, but I'm still a little bit just disappointed. I said I'm not too disappointed, but I'm still disappointed. You know, it'd be nice in a world without these problems. You know, just to not have to deal with this. You know, things work as they should, and it's one of the reasons why I like Apple so much, because it's so reliable. Well, I have had issues with Apple, but they are few and far in between. So, anyways, we just trimmed that, and I think we're ready to go. Like this stream is about to end. Like I am going over my assigned time limit. So at this point, I've been streaming for over 2 hours, 10 minutes, and you guys in the future will be watching like a 20-30 minute stream, which is, you know, it might be good because, you know, you get to see all the progress and it's efficient for transferring information, but you lose all the details that go into making something like this. Really, it's just attention to detail. It takes so much time to make 1, 2, 3, 4 panels fit onto this design nicely. And we're not even done. We have one more panel here to make that'll smooth out this pattern right here. And hopefully with this new panel, we can also smooth out the symmetry issues here. Right, this side has a little bit more than this side, which, you know, very nitpicky. You can't see it, you know, when it's flying, but, you know, for sake of doing it right, we will cover that up and smooth this out. But that's going to be for next time, because unfortunately I am a little bit tired and I cannot stream for more than 2 hours and 10 minutes. I mean, I can, it's just the quality is just gonna go downhill from there. I start ranting to myself, and I'm sure that's not really fun to listen to. So I'm probably gonna call it for today. Next time we'll work on this piece right here, and then we'll get a head start on the nose. Well, it's not really a head start, we'll just start on the nose here. Really, it's just gonna have a core popsicle stick wooden structure here to reinforce the nose part, so that it can handle very, you know, high-speed crashes. We're gonna panel that, right? We're gonna, you know, really panel that all across here. Okay, so this I forgot to tape this down, or it just lifted itself off, which is not good. But we'll see if this lifts off in the future. Once that's done, we'll have to experiment a little bit, and I mentioned this in the other stream, which I should mention here, but the plan going forward is to really finish up this plane, and I want to test out a new mechanical design for landing gear. And I haven't really done moving landing gear before. I've done static, you know, wire frame, you know, steel paperclip wire landing gear on the prototype, Rapid Prototype 002, but, you know, that's like static, right? And you want something that can retract, and, you know, it has moving parts. It's going to be stable, it's going to be great, right? Like I just want to explore what it would be like to make something like that. It's always easy to push that off onto the next variant, but I feel like now is the time to do that. And if we can get that to work, this design will be amazing. It can, stand on a desk by itself without any support stand or anything like that, and it'll look amazing. Just like, I can take some amazing photos because I feel like, like a plane. I had a professor in college that told me that when you design a plane, when you design an aircraft, you really should start with the footprint, which is you build it literally from the ground up, right? You design the landing gear first. You need to be able to handle all the weight of this aircraft, and good or bad landing gear can really make a difference. It can really make or break an airplane. Like if you've seen that one picture of the F-16 that's like tilted over on its side, it's really funny, but it's probably one of those edge cases of structural or balance in the design that that really failed there. But it's like very rare. Like it has to be like pilot error that caused that problem. But anyways, I'm getting a bit on a tangent here, but essentially landing gear are very important, right? That's how the plane comes back to earth without being damaged, and you don't have to build a new plane because it's broken. But in our case, it'll just look amazing, and it's gonna be quite nice if we can get it to work. Again, it's a prototype. I might not be able to get it to work. I am not a fortune teller. I can't tell you what's going to happen in the future, but we're going to try our best to design a mechanical thing that will deploy the nose gear, deploy the two back tricycle gear, and it has to be modular, so we'll have to make it and then attach it on instead of building it off of the fuselage structure here. So that'll be an exploration in prototyping and design eventually, but I think we're almost done, right? Just need a top panel here, finish up the nose, reinforce the nose, landing gear, and then the vertical stabilizer, and then we should be all done. And it sounds like not too many things to do, but this will probably, realistically, if I'm only putting in 2 hours a week, this should probably get done in maybe December. I'm just being honest with you. Like, I spent a lot of time on this plane already. I spent a lot of time on this prototype. It's just I want to get it right. And to get it right, you need to test, you need to experiment, you need to be exacting in your craftsmanship, right? And this is, we're slowly getting there, right? Like this stream is only like 30 minutes long. But really, it was, interrupted earlier, and it was literally like 2 hours, over 2 hours of attention to detail, of paneling. Really, it's kind of an art, right? And we really only made four panels, and these panels are going to be pretty important, right? Because they are basically the final pieces of the skin. It's this efficient. This design is quite efficient in terms of its material use. I don't think I will be adding more layers on top. So this is it. This is the final skin. So it took a lot of time, but we're getting there, and next time we'll continue that journey. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned, right? We'll continue these streams next week, Friday at 5:30. Hopefully it doesn't get interrupted again, but if it does, then like oh well. You guys, the people that are watching this, right, there's like 3 people, and these guys, you guys probably have already watched it, have already gone through most of the journey. So it's just you guys have the knowledge. It's just a little disappointing that people who can't watch the stream live aren't able to watch the streams. But anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me. I know it's a little bit frustrating for me to have my stream interrupted, but you guys and your constant support, it's what's driving me and really keeping me going here. Stay safe, because the virus is still raging out there, and work on your own projects. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the chat or leave them in the comments section, because once this goes into the archives, it's going to be comment only, not live chat capable. You guys just, send me a message. I'm on Instagram at ben.fellow. Might change in the future, I don't know, but that's my Instagram name right now. And yeah, just reach out to me if you have any questions, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, take care.